That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Since I last posted this video, the Miami Heat were on a 3-game winning streak. Couple days later, here we are. 5-game winning streak. We defeated the Toronto Raptors 2 nights ago. 116-108. And tonight, we defeated the best team in the NBA, the Utah Jazz. Well, not the best team, but the team with the best record. 124-116. We beat the best team in the NBA with absolutely 0 All-Stars. Let me repeat that if it hasn't registered. The Miami Heat with 0 All-Stars have defeated the Utah Jazz with the best record in the NBA. Guys, before I move forward, let's show some love to this page. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the deal. Let's move forward. So how is it that Jimmy Butler, averaging 19.5 points a game, 7.5 rebounds, 7.5 assists, leading the NBA in steals, doesn't make the All-Star game? Bam Adebayo, 20 points a game, 10 rebounds, 6 assists, a block, doesn't make the All-Star game. It's ridiculous. I don't want to hate on some of these players, but Zach LaVine, Julius Randle, Jaylen Brown over these two guys, I mean, they're great players, but I don't think so. The disrespect that's been thrown to the Miami Heat is absolutely ridiculous. And you guys saw it in tonight's game. The referees were blatantly going against the Miami Heat. All these BS calls, I mean, it doesn't matter. The great thing about this team is the name that we have, the culture in this team. We don't care. No matter how high the mountain, no matter how high the obstacle, it is the sweeter the victory for the Miami Heat. With a coach like Eric Spoelstra, with the dogs that these teams have, it doesn't matter. We will overcome any obstacle, and we proved it tonight. I am absolutely proud to call myself a Miami Heat fan, and for all you Miami Heat fans, you should do the same. Look at this victory tonight as a stepping stone of what we're doing. And guys, I said it. When the dragon came back, that motherfucker would spit some fire and push us to where we need to be. I mean, come on. 26 points in his second game back. The dragon is showing that he is absolutely that guy that we need to move forward. Jimmy Butler tonight with 32 points, a season high. Bam Adebayo with 19 points, doing his thing, holding it down as the perimeter player that he is. We are moving forward. We are moving upward. It doesn't matter what the NBA says. It doesn't matter what all these stupid analysis from ESPN are saying. We don't care. We hear all that noise and we just put it to the side and we move forward. That's what Miami Heat basketball is all about. That is exactly why the Miami Heat players and the fans of the Miami Heat relate. We're all dogs. We all come together. We take that noise, put it behind us, and we move forward. That's what I love about this team. I know you guys are excited. I'm excited. And let's talk about some stuff for the Miami Heat future this season. First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that liked my last page, my last post. I want to say thank you to everybody that published the comments. I really appreciate that. So I want to go ahead and answer some questions that you guys have. First and foremost, free agency. We are at a point that in the middle of the season, you can sign particular players. And one guy I want to talk about is Demarcus Cousins. Demarcus Cousins was released from the Houston Rockets. He was signed to a veteran minimum contract, and let's be honest, that team wasn't really doing anything this year. So they both had a mutual agreement to release the contract. He's fully guaranteed, so he got all of his money. But now, he's looking to go to a contender. The 3 teams I'm hearing about that have the most interest in signing him is the Miami Heat, the Golden State Warriors, where he played before, and the Brooklyn Nets. Guys, I'll be honest with you. I would love to have Demarcus Cousins on this team. Demarcus Cousins would be that perfect fit next to Bam Adebayo. I can just see it right now. Demarcus and Bam as the Twin Towers in the front court. That would be absolutely incredible. But if we know anything about Demarcus Cousins, he's trying to get that ring. I don't want to put it out there, but he is kind of ring chasing. So the Brooklyn Nets might be a more attractive fitting for him. But if I was Demarcus, I would come to Miami because he would be that perfect fitting with us. Guys, think about it. You got Tyler Hero starting at the 1 with Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, or maybe even Kendrick Nunn or Goran Dragic. Doesn't matter. But right there at the 4 and the 5, you got Cousins and Bam Adebayo. Doesn't matter who you start. That is the perfect fit. I love Kelly Olynyk. I think Olynyk is a great 4, but I would rather have him coming off the bench. It's a lot better. My opinion. I love Precious Achiuwa, but these two guys coming off the bench is way better for this team, in my opinion. So yeah, I would love to have Demarcus Cousins on this team. And with the $4.75 million injury exception that we have because Meyer Leonard went down, it's a lot of money for him. And I couldn't see why he wouldn't want to come here. But the problem is Golden State and Brooklyn have a higher injury exception salary cap than we do. So they can offer Demarcus Cousins more money. So it's really depending on Demarcus on what he wants to do. If he goes to Brooklyn, it might be a better opportunity for him to win, but I can see him play more minutes here in Miami. So I think there's no reason why Demarcus shouldn't come here. Miami has shown interest in him in the past. It could possibly happen. But besides Demarcus Cousins, guys, let's talk about some other players because the trade deadline is coming soon. So we need to talk about what are some fits that we can make to make our team better. Because let's be honest, at 16 and 17, you're not looking like the top team in the East. You need to make a deal to compete with some of these better teams, to compete with Milwaukee, Boston, and Brooklyn. They have the top 3 records at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what we did last season, we need to compete with these 3 teams. So there's a name that's floating out there, and I want you guys to tell me what you think, because there's a couple names that I think will be a great fitting for us. And first and foremost is Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is with the Toronto Raptors, and this is a guy who is solidified as one of the best point guards in the NBA today. He's not the best, but he's up there. Top 10, I would say. Top 10, top 15. Great point guard. Guy can score, pass, shoot, all the fundamentals you want from a point guard. But do we really need him? He's making $30 million this year. He's in an expiring contract, which is really good. And maybe pulling this trigger for a player like him would be great. But it's really depending on what you want to give up. Now, if it were a deal where it was like Kelly Olynyk, Andre Iguodala, and throw in a young piece like Kendrick Nunn. I love Kendrick Nunn. You guys know this. I love Nunn. But this is the guy that's won an NBA championship. He does all the little things that helps you win. But I don't want to give up Goran Dragic. I really don't. And you bring a guy like Kyle Lowry in with Goran Dragic, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, and you're talking about a team that can really contend. Now, we don't know what we really could have done last year because in the NBA Finals, Dragic and Bam was hurt. So it was one of those inconvenient things that the Miami Heat had. Which is crazy because for the last 5 to 6 years, I can't remember the last time the Miami Heat was fully healthy except for the bubble. So we'll move on from that. Injury is a really big part of this team that we got to get together. But Kyle Lowry could be that piece. But like I said in the previous video, guys, I don't think we should make trades. I love the team that we have now. The only problem we've had this season is injuries. So if we can get over that hump, because Dragic came back, but guess what? Tyler Hero's out with a hip injury. So we have not had a fully injury-free roster this year. I want to see what that team looks like. I really do. But if we have an opportunity to get a guy like Kyle Lowry, you kind of have to go for that. But depending on what you need to give up. There's no way I'm giving up Tyler Hero. There's no way I'm giving up Duncan Robinson. I'm okay with giving up Kendrick Nunn because they play the same position. Giving up guys like Kelly Olynyk and Andre Iguodala, it kind of sucks because you're trading away 3 pivotal players for 1. And it's not like Kyle Lowry is 26 years old. He's 35 years old. He's in an expiring contract. So we're just pretty much renting him for the year. So I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm kind of iffy. I'll trade for him if it makes sense for us. But if we have to give up so much for him, nah, I'll let that slide. There's a lot of other players that have been mentioned. Guys like PJ Tucker, Rudy Gay, that dude from Sacramento. I don't even want to pronounce his name because it's crazy hard. But Blake Griffin's out there. Blake Griffin's interesting. I mean, if we don't have to give up much for him, I'd be interested in it. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I like Blake Griffin. You know, he can come in, throw down his 15 to 17 points, 6 to 8 rebounds. You know, he can do his thing. He's not the Blake Griffin he was in the Clippers, but he's a solid basketball player. But I don't really see anything special there, you know? And then there's been rumors of Rudy Gay and LaMarcus Aldridge. I mean, all of that seems fine, but it's not a deal for a James Harden or a Bradley Beal, or I'll even throw Victor Oladipo's name in there. I mean, it's not those guys. So if you're not getting a player that can single-handedly change your team, I don't see a reason in trading. I mean, you guys tell me in the comments what you feel. I don't think any of these names are big enough to go ahead and blow the roster up. This is a team that's been together for a while. They know each other. They have the chemistry. I would just say keep it together and see what happens. Because at the end of the day, like I previously mentioned, we have a lot of money in our cap space this offseason. So we can make, you know, some moves. But let's see what it is. Now, guys, at the end of the day, this is a team that can make some pretty big noise. We're not that deep into the season. We have a lot of games left. We have over 40 games left this season. So we have an opportunity to do something that not a lot of people are expecting. We can rise up. We can be the 4th seed. Hell, we can even get into that top 3. I don't think it's out of possibility. But it's a mental thing. Our players have shown that it's a mental thing. We played the best team in the NBA this season. Technically, the team with the best record. And we beat them. We played LeBron James and the Lakers. Yeah, they were without AD, but they're still a top team in the NBA. And we beat them. When we are fully healthy, this team can accomplish anything. And they've proved it. It doesn't matter that they were in the bubble last season. They were one of the teams that nobody predicted to get that far. Maybe a second round team, but we proved them all wrong. So I want to hear from you Miami Heat fans. What do you guys think we need to do to get to that next level this season? Do you think we need to keep this squad together? Because at the end of the day, we have not had a full injury-free team. We haven't. I think we should see what this team does fully healthy. Do you guys think we should move for a Blake Griffin, a Kyle Lowry, a LaMarcus Aldridge, a Rudy Gay? Do you guys think Demarcus Cousins would be a great fit? He's floating out there. I think that would be great. We should add players to this team, not get rid of these guys. That chemistry is amazing. But at the end of the day, I'm not the general manager of the team. I'm just the guy who's been a Miami Heat fan for 22 years. I've seen this team every season. The ups, the downs, the championships, the first round exits, the times that we didn't make the playoffs. I've been there. I've seen this team through thick and thin. I know exactly what this team needs, what this team doesn't need. But I say that stuff, but I'm not the GM. See, guys, we are all a part of the culture. We are all together in this. That's what I love about being a Miami Heat fan. When you go to those games surrounded by other fans, when we win, everybody's in a great mood. But when we lose, we're all in a terrible mood. That shows real fans. This crap that people have been talking about us, that we're bandwagon fans because LeBron came here, I don't see it that way. We support this team through thick and thin. The only difference is when the game's over, we got Bayside and downtown and all this party stuff right there. So we're judged in that type of aspect, but it doesn't matter. Us true Miami Heat fans know exactly what this team should be doing. So I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think. And guys, help me push this channel even better. I appreciate everybody liking and showing me love, but let's grow this page. I'm trying to get Big Bro back here, but he's doing this whole thing. So for right now, I'm doing this myself. So let's show some love. Hit that like button. If you want to dislike, I don't give a damn. Go ahead and dislike. Tell me what you want to see to make this page better. Show me your love. Show me your hate. But most importantly, guys, subscribe. And until next time, it's your boy Ernie saying, Miami Heat out.